I'm Cynthia Naylor. I've got a daughter, Hannah, who has Down syndrome and learning difficulties. She's now 21 and she's going through the transition period from school, college, and now she's looking to find work at some point. So things have been very good up to this point. She's had lots of support from Yscola Gada, from Glynlifon and Dolgellau College, and also from Clebran, and she's in a club with WizKids, and she's at present supported by a Goriad to try to find work placements for her. She's able to use transport by herself to a certain degree, local transport. Manon was Hannah's key worker, and she provided support through transition for her. She introduced her to drama, she introduced her to CCN Cymru, and she supported her in her expectations of what she wanted to do in the future. Unfortunately, when Hannah reached a certain age, Manon had to move on to other children who had more needs than Hannah at the time. So, but she was a good support. She was like a friend to Hannah, and it worked very well indeed. But now, as I say, she's supported by a Goriad. So we've moved on from Manon now, and a Goriad have found her a placement at the co-op and a placement at the school. Unfortunately, it's not paid, and at the school it's unlikely to be paid because she needs qualifications, which I find difficult, because Hannah is always there. She's punctual, she's a worker, she loves to take part in things, and I feel that young people with special needs aren't given the opportunity to work these days. You know, I know it's difficult for all young people, but I think employers should be able to provide a certain amount of places for people with learning difficulties, and be understanding and supportive, because unless they are, then these young people have nowhere to go once they reach a certain age. They finish college and there's nothing there for them after that, because a placement can continue and then another placement continues, but they never seem to get paid work, and I think it's important for them. The transition period has been good. Up until this point, Hannah fits in wherever she goes, and she's adaptable. She likes repetitive things, so as long as she understands what she's doing, she'll work well and hard, and that's been the same all through transition up until now. And I feel the future is going to be more difficult for Hannah now. Moving to possibly her own house, she will need support to do that, and it could be lonely, so she would need to be with a friend. Otherwise I think she's going to be quite lonely. So, and because we're older parents, so it's important that we see Hannah settled for the future. But I feel this is the point where it's the most difficult. The rest of the transition has worked well. My aspirations for Hannah is that she gets paid work, part-time paid work, because I feel she will cope with a part-time work. Also that she lives independently and she's able to support herself, cook for herself, and do everything that she can, so that she reaches her potential in her own environment, but she does need support for that. I want Hannah to be happy. That's my main aspiration, for Hannah to be happy long term.